And the advice that I gave to the pastor, he says, don't allow them to have the monopoly over Israel in your church. The reason why we have this conference and why every sermon you received an outline and you received documents is because we want you to preach in your church about Israel. Don't allow that a vacuum is created from the pulpit, because if it is there, then you will have those crazy people who would take over the subject. But if you preach from it, from the pulpit, your people understand what God is doing in Israel, and also you as pastor and as shepherd, you can give leadership to the subject, to the entire congregation. And let me be very practical in that. One way how you can give very practical leadership as a shepherd is that you lead your flock and envision yourself as one of those big Moses type leaders with a big shepherd staff in his hand, and you walk before your people, you tell them, follow me, this year we will go to the Feast of Tabernacles. And the Jewish tradition is, they say, well, next year in Jerusalem, but we are not a Jewish organization, we are a Christian organization, and we say this year in Jerusalem, this year at the Feast of Tabernacles, which is October, we want to see you back, not only you or your wife, but why don't you bring and lead a group from your congregation to the feast? We just heard from the Honorable Member of Parliament from Liberia. She says, watch out for Liberia, we are coming. And I hope I hear this cry from many nations today where you say, watch out, Finland is coming, watch out, France is coming, watch out, Norway is coming, with people who are celebrating the Feast of Tabernacles.
Anchor is coming.
It will be an inspiration for you. You will meet God, you will be envisioned, and your people will be blessed seeing what God is doing here in the land of Israel. I want to play again an invitation video for all of you about this year's Feast of Tabernacles. The theme this year is called Beginnings. And the reason why we have chosen it is for two reasons. Number one, we want to reconnect the church to the beginnings of our faith, to the time when the Word of God was created here in the land of Israel. And secondly, also, we want to glorify and to worship God as the creator of the heavens and the earth. I'm a physicist, I'm a scientist, I'm trained in some of the best universities in the world, but I do believe that God spoke and the earth came into existence. And this is a message that we need to bring also to our churches. So please come to the Feast of Tabernacles and please watch our video.
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God.
If something is decreed in heaven, God is going to accomplish it.
It leaves you speechless each day because you learn something new from each speaker coming from everywhere around the globe.
And it shall come to pass that all the nations shall go up to Jerusalem to worship the King and keep the Feast of Tabernacles.
It's such a prophetic manifestation of Scripture to see all these nations come together. And this is like a taste of heaven on earth.
The author of our faith, our Father, our refuge, this God who is our Redeemer, is also the creator of the heavens and the earth, the keeper of Israel, and our eternal, immortal God. ICEJ invites you to the Feast of Tabernacles 2019. Return to the foundations of our faith. Next year in Jerusalem, as the nations gather to worship the God who is our beginning. Register today at feast.icej.org to receive an early bird discount.
So welcome next year at the Feast of Tabernacles.